projectile. And fire in itself is magic. Um, I mean, any kind of science itself is magic, as is speaking is magic, because you are of magic. You are magic. Everyone is magic. And so the separating and the need for me to have more than anybody else. And a lot of times people don't really look at it that way, honestly. But you're programmed, and then that's what happened with technology. That's what happened throughout all humanity when we introduced the system of not moving. When we moved from hunter-gatherer type ideas with technology, and then the systems and money and all that, everything changed. And it's not that you can't just stay in one place, and we've done it in certain tribes and stuff. We don't travel very far. We don't have to. It just depends on your region. But being with the overpopulation now, because we're living so much longer with the technology, and we're not living every single day like it's our last, and we're not appreciating life that way, and we're not living in the now. Instead, we're living in the past, we're living in the future, and we're not able to appreciate and love completely every single day, and willing to experience life to the highest capacity, which is risky, which is exploring. And in one right, I guess science is kind of that. But it's like, when are we going to be happy? Like, when is technology too much? When can we just quit creating new things? Like, why do we constantly need new things? Like, is the human in itself not enough? Is the woman or the man in front of you not enough? Is the baby that was born just not enough? Like, why is it that you need more things to entertain yourself, when we have to get back to the reason for the season, which is a little baby Jesus, right? A baby. An idea of a child so pure and innocent and clean, and so full of love and expression, that no darkness, no evil, no deceit will ever stop him from creating heaven on earth. Nothing will stop him from destroying evil and eradicating it forever. Because evil is each individual person's need to dominate and control and take and steal from their fellow man to store for themselves. And that's what it is. You're the dragon. You're the red fucking dragon who stores gold and doesn't share what it is that you've accumulated, which is love, or which is wealth, or which is whatever that could help everybody. It's the same thing with the CEOs and the richest people in the world. And if we're talking about in the concept of money, like, if you got tons of money, fucking create things, be smart with it, I guess, if that's the way it's going right now. But create things to generate for everyone, to kind of transition to where everyone can function without need this. It's almost like if one man owned everything. One man paid for everything. One man controlled all the money. Nobody had money. But everyone would have to be okay with having this much stuff too. Like what? Yeah, I mean, if I had if everyone gave me all the money, and then I supplied everything, like, could you even do that? Would you be okay with that? Could you be content with what it is that I gave you? And I know what it is that you need because I've been living for 4 years with bare fucking minimum, and I've had the best time of my life. I've been in the most amount of love with myself and always had plenty, never been hungry, never been cold. If if I feed the birds, will I not feed you? They never go hungry. Now there is a cycle of life. Like, what would that be? Would you be able to, if you was to get in a wreck and die, are you gonna be okay with me not resuscitating you? Would that be one of our rules? Like, you better live every fucking day of your life because accidents do happen. But I'm taking care of your family. I'm taking care of everybody. You don't have any needs. Your inheritance that you leave to your kids is your time, attention, and focus and love. That's the inheritance that you leave to your kids. Or teach them how to, maybe I give you the seeds and you teach them how to fucking grow a garden so they can feed themselves. Maybe that's the idea. I provide all the seeds, and it's up to you to plant your own garden. I supply you with 2 cows, and you have to tend to them. You have to cull them at the right time. You have to make sure they're safe. You have to shepherd them, because if you don't shepherd your cows, you don't love them and protect them and give them time, attention, and focus and appreciate them, they're going to get sick and they're going to die. Then you're not going to have any food. But I gave you. It's the same thing with like the idea of children. If you treat your children like shit and they walk away from you, what's going to happen when you're old? Who's going to take care of you? It's not your kids, because you neglected them. And they're just returning the motherfucking favor. And maybe you have to look at yourself and go, well, maybe I did. Maybe I was a shit parent. Can I correct that now? Would you give me the chance? And then you have to be okay with your kid going, no. I just don't have time, man. I'm with my kid. I'm with me. I'm healing me. I'm loving me. I'm not neglecting me for someone who neglected me before. Fuck you. I love you. But I don't have the time. And then can you be okay with that? Could you say that? Or maybe you go, you know what? Oh, yeah, I'll give you 10 fucking minutes. Is that enough? I don't have the need. I don't have shame. I don't have guilt. I don't care. I'm loving me. Again, it's a very hard thing, man. Because you really, in life in itself, despite all things, you really have to look at yourself, and you have to study yourself, and you have to ask yourself very difficult fucking questions. And maybe it's not as drastic for other people as, for some reason, I'm putting the weight of the world on me. And I've had this dream since I was a child that I will, that I am, that I will do everything to the max capacity of me to help every human that I can. Every voice, every ear will hear and say my name at some point in time. It's not a haughty thing. It's not a boastful thing. It's because if you do that thing, then I know I did my best. I gave everything to myself so I could become that thing. Number one, because it's my purpose and my job. It's the reason why I was created. But then I know. And I don't have to hear it. I don't have to hear or know. I don't give a fuck. But I do know it's just an energy. That I know that I've touched everybody and changed them forever. For the better. Even if they think it's for the negative. Because it's only in the negative if you think negative about yourself. I'm just your teacher. I'm just your big fucking brother. What's that? I'm just here to give you a fucking chance. I'm here to fuck up first so you don't have to. You know? I'm here to figure it out so you don't have to. This is what we need to do. It'll work. We can all just love each other and fucking learn how to go play all day long. You got to do a little bit of work, but it's not work. When you're loving yourself, again, it's like it's not work to feed yourself, but you got to enjoy feeding yourself. Again, that's the whole concept. Like if you don't, again, and it's like when I was before, I hated myself, so I got fat. I didn't care. But now it's like I manage my food intake. I eat once a day, and I like it that way because it makes me feel, it makes me a little hungry, but it also makes me enjoy and focus on that mealtime a little bit better, and I appreciate what it is I'm eating. Like it's a whole experience. Everything I am is an experience. I take nothing for granted. And even in the ideas that I do take things for granted, I don't, because I understand that I'm living to the max capacity. Now, I do get frustrated, and the only way that I do take things for granted is through technology. It's like the dog, man. That dog just fucking... Like, if I'm on my phone, he'll come and jump in my face, and he's like this. Like, his nose is there, like, his mouth is here, and his mouth is like... And he's got a ball in his mouth, and he's breathing, and I'm just like, you motherfucker. And then I have to catch myself, because it's like... He's not doing anything wrong. He just wants to love me and give me attention. And it's the phone that's got my attention, right? When it's like, this phone is bullshit. So even when I had a girlfriend, like, I didn't touch my phone at all. Like, when we were together, I didn't touch my fucking phone. Like, I just left it on the thing. Anytime I'm with anybody, I don't fucking touch my phone. Like, I put my phone away because I understand, like, boom, this is human interaction time. Like, this is not fucking phone time. And I'm so much better with my phone now. And I did my time being alone and with my phone, and I really hate it. I really hate my phone. But now I'm doing things. I learned how to balance it, going like I can just post, and I don't have to doom scroll. I don't have to, like, none of that shit. And I even get frustrated. Like, if I get caught in that doom scrolling, I'm like, fuck, Cody, stop. And like, I put down the phone, going like, this is such a waste of fucking time, because it only brings in nefarious ideas, because they're not real. Again, so in this idea of mental health and stuff, you're going to understand and see in time, depending on how much longer this goes, the social media thing, like, that's what's making people fucking crazy. That's what's making people cheat. That's what's making people see different options. That's what's making people create these scenarios in their heads that people are doing that. And in one right, those scenarios are happening, but it's because of the phone. The phone's grabbing your attention, and like your girlfriend's on top of you trying to fuck you, and your brain somewhere else, or your boyfriend's trying to love you or trying to be tender or calm, or maybe something's fucked up with him in his mind and maybe he doesn't feel enough. And again, this is kind of why I talk to women. I'm like, appreciate your husband, appreciate your man. Like, are you really appreciating? Are you really listening to him? Does he feel safe enough to talk to you, or are you too into your fucking self, or are competing with somebody else, competing with other women, trying to be of worth when your partner's going like, no, you're fucking worth everything, like, but you don't understand it, you can't accept it, and so at some point you're just like, well, fuck it, see ya, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you won't get it ever. So, like, again, all this stuff is like stuff that I have to fix for myself, or I'm fixing, or having to pull my attention and understand again, like, in this idea of worth again, because again, it's not even outside of you. It's the idea of being equally yoked, where like you can't have two people together that are searching for attention or have different outside of each other. Like, you both need to be on the same page, like both looking that direction together, both looking that direction together, both looking that direction together, or have the same goals and you guys are looking, scanning 360. But you got to realize that you guys are the Swiss Army knife in the middle, and you're watching each other six and all that, and then you're relaying the information together and what you need to do. It's a squad of Marines. Like, everyone has their job and purpose, but the same goal is to fucking make it back home at the end of the day, or at the end of the campaign, or whatever. But get back to the kids. So I'm super excited about it because they're checking the parents hard. So in this PC culture, they're going like, man, fuck you. You see what it's your own shit that you're judging another human being. Like, they're just them. They're not harming anybody. It'd be different if they were fucking harming people, but they're not. They're just living their own life. They have their own ways. Again, and this is why I bring race into it. Again, the Indians have their own culture. That it is what it is. I mean, despite, I'm not saying that there were peaceful people. I mean, some tribes were peaceful, some were a little bit more savage, or some more savage, just like us, just like humans, just like Americans now. And this happened all over time, fighting over resources. But it's like, if we have the technology now, fuck, we can make our own resources where everyone has enough, where everyone can go do what it is that they love. But then again, people don't understand that. When I started doing this and I started giving myself time, I started talking, I started creating, I just started chasing every spark that I see that is of me, and expressing that, like, that can keep me busy forever. And like, again, so then I have like a whole idea outside of all this that involves, how I eat and how I make money. So I'm not saying it's good, but I needed to feel that understanding, because I needed to be able to separate my expression, my art, and my reason for doing this completely out of money. So I didn't even want money. It doesn't mean I can't make money from this, but it's so far down the line of understanding or reason why I do this. And I made it that way for a reason, because I wanted to make this for me. I don't really even like the idea of making it for somebody else, except as a gift, really, to be honest with you. because maybe that's my thing. So if money's involved, to me, it just feels like uh, I can't give, I can't give you the highest part of me. And then that's a lie. It's a lie. But like, I don't want to think about money. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. I don't like money involved in my expression of creating this, literally. I just don't like it involved because it puts. I'm trying to think how to explain it. It almost it puts such a maybe it's it does put a it almost puts a standard on it sometimes, like an unrealistic expectation of what it is maybe that I put the worth that I put on money and my time. And like to me this stuff is priceless because like my currency again is time. And so I perceive things based in time. And then when it involves my art, it's like this is above space and time. This is outside the realm of currency, really. Um, I'm trying to think if it's a hoarding idea, but not really. It's almost like if everybody else is building houses and homes and like trying to like so to me it's like this is my safety, this is me, this is like my reflection of my existence, and like without this um am I even here? You know what I'm saying? Like am I even like is anything that I'm doing even real, almost in the sense. And it's I'll get rid of all of it. I ain't got a fucking problem with it. I'll just make more. But I gotta look at myself and go like, what is it? Because again, it's about time, and it's not even about the journey. Because like I make this shit, and then I don't give a fuck about it. I really don't. I really don't give a fuck. I had somebody today. They kept asking me like, how long would it take me to get some shoes? I said, man, just fucking give me some shoes, dude. Give me some fucking shoes, and I'll doll some shit up because I love you. Like I would love to gift that to you. If you want to give me money, like I don't want to put a money price on it. I mean, because my time is above money, if that makes any sense. Like this is priceless. You can't fucking afford this. You ain't got enough, really. Like so, no matter how much money I receive from you, like you ain't got enough. This is never gonna be enough for what the totality of what it is that I'm giving you. My time is everything. There's not a currency on it. So I think that's it. And so that's when like if someone makes you something and gives it to you, like no motherfucker, that's you can't afford that. Like that's somebody's everything. It's somebody's focus, time, attention. And so then if you shit on that or spit on that, you're just really shitting on your own time and attention and focus. Because you would never do that because you don't have the capability. You don't love enough. You don't love yourself enough. Now, in that concept, you could be an asshole. I could be an asshole too. Like if someone wrote me a letter or something, then I just like whatever. I don't know. I'm an asshole, I guess. Um, but that could, yeah. I mean, again, I'm not gonna say that I'm not an asshole, or that I don't get blinded in my own glory. You know what I'm saying? On my own purpose. I'm never not gonna say that. But I do say, like, I try my best and I do everything in the intent. Um, I think for my highest goal, and so that's kind of the shitty thing again. So it's like that's why I kind of tell people. That's why I stay away from a lot of people. That's why I don't really date, because it's like honestly, like from my perspective, like you're not gonna get all of me. You just can't. I don't have. I'm not gonna give you everything. It's not a fucking thing. You're gonna get a percentage of me, and that's gotta be enough. Because nothing's gonna stand in between me and my relationship with myself, and my God and my Creator. Like, you're always gonna be second. End of fucking discussion. Like, I'm always gonna need my time to run into the woods with just myself and my Creator. It is what it is. And it has to be that way. So if I have to be a wandering man alone for the rest of my life, then so fucking be it. If someone can't understand, and it sounds shitty, but like, um, yeah, yeah. So I look at myself that way. Because it's like it's almost like I lost so much time, and this is just me just talking because it's not the reality of it. Because I learned that when you live your life making actions for yourself, or living in your higher perspective of like highest intent of love for yourself, then you can love in those moments, and give to others as you're giving to yourself, because that's what you need. So it's like you do need love, and you need to express that and feel expressed from other people. I don't know why I got like a weird look, like it's a negative. It's not negative. It's again, like my facial expressions are a lot of times are gonna be paradoxical in a sense. They may express disgust, but it's not disgust in the sense of like I need something. So it's not disgust of or that I'm capable of doing it. And in that comes humbling moments against my ego and pride. And it's the idea of bending the knee. Um, it's the idea of Lucifer and understanding that there's still remnants of unacknowledgeable understanding. I'm going to say trauma, but it's expression that hurt you, like even killed me, in the past, from me loving other people that just makes you never want to do it again. And that you can function without it. And that you never get hurt by people that you know are going to hurt you. You only get hurt by the people that you think are not going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the concept. Because if you know they're going to hurt you, then you're not going to let them hurt you. Like, it's very simple. And so, again, it's like, if you was to really look at your life, it's only the people that you thought wouldn't hurt you are the ones that hurt you. Because you allowed them to. And so then you have to look at life going like, well, what is, if I can go through life without being hurt, like what it is that I lose? If I can go through life and just be detached, what am I protecting myself from? Again, it's the idea of you can just become a man whore or a woman whore and just go fuck and don't get attached, right? You can go numb yourself and go get drunk and do gummies and smoke weed all the time and just stay in another set of mind and just chase your physical fleshly desires because they feel good and they pass the time, and it's, you know, obviously fun until you realize like you've just been numb and it wasn't really that fun at all. It wasn't even really real. There was nothing real about it. It wasn't even you. And the things that you did, they weren't you. They were the substances, you know? And then you can look back and go like, none of that was real anyways, because there was substance-based. There wasn't even you. It was your trauma that led you to those things. And you thought that was what you needed to do or needed to be to fucking survive. Because you've been in survival mode since you can remember. Because of the trauma, because of the hurt, because of the pain, because of the loss. And so then you come to the conclusion, like, what is it to even mean to be alive? What is life? What is love? You know, what is loss? Have you even ever lost anything? Or do you just assume or think that you lost something? And then in the capacity of loss, like, again, like, why are you even grieving? Why are you even sad? Like, is it because something is gone? Or is it because, and if something is gone, what is gone? Or whom is gone? And what was that whom doing for you on the inside? What void was it filling? Or what was your need for that thing? Or that person, or that understanding? And what does it say about yourself? Because again, everything's reverting back to you. And again, in the idea of a loss or a love, two kids on the playground, like, in love with each other, like, for one fucking day, like, and then they spend the rest of their life just trying to find that love again in everybody else. But it's like, but you don't even know what you're looking for. Like, what are you looking for? Have you even, what is it? Are you looking in another person? And you realize it's not the other person, it's how I felt, the safety I felt in that person's presence. But what made that person make me or allow me to feel safe? Like, and then you start looking at, like, what is it? Because I knew that person was focusing on me, giving me time and attention and focus. Like, it was the unknown, but yet there was still focus on me. And it was whimsical, and it was infinite possibilities, and you're kind of projecting in the future of the possibilities while you're in the present, and but then you're also tied in the present because you're having so much fun, and like the energy source, and you can't see, you're blinded in this idea of who knows. And so whatever, I created that for myself, and it's hard for me to explain what it is, other than I know I won't abandon myself. I know that really for me it's just I won't abandon myself. And no matter what the fuck it is that I do, I have unconditional love for myself. No matter what it is that I do, I know I'm capable of overcoming it or getting through. And if I die, then I die, because I don't have regrets. Like, I've done everything that I possibly can with the things that are in front of me, or the opportunities that I've had. Because most opportunities, I'm not gonna waver. I'm not gonna sell my soul or do things or be with people that I don't align with, that don't have goals with, that I'm not trying to change anybody. So also in that concept, it's like I don't want to daddy anybody, adult or partner. Like I don't want to have to lead them anywhere, like other than what it is that I'm doing. Like it's not my job. Like I just want to exist with somebody and then be okay with that, and then like understanding they're there to help each other, but at the same time, like it's not my job to wipe your ass. I would love to wipe your ass if I need to, but it's not my fucking job. Because you won't wipe it if you're capable of wiping it yourself. Or if you're not capable, then sure, I'm fine with wiping your ass. But again, this is kind of confusing, and I'm kind of just talking in weird, structured understanding, because it's like, again, what do you need? Because I don't know. It's hard for me to explain because I created it, and it's almost, again, like there's when you create something, and it's you create safety, you create competence. Like for me, I've always created things and not need or want to know the time I started, how long it took me, especially when it comes to this art and expression and stuff that fucking matters to me. Again, my work and jobs, like, fuck that shit. That's beside, I don't give a fuck. But like this stuff was so much more real, and it was like it was the only thing in my life that I knew was real. This is the only thing in my life that's real, that has been real, except when I'm with honest people or autistic people whom are honest. Because when you're sitting across the table from somebody, like, and they don't speak, then you don't know what the fuck is real. When they don't talk to you, you don't know what the fuck is real. You can feel them go, and you walk into a room and everybody's been talking, and you walk into a room and everyone shuts the fuck up, then you don't know what the fuck is real. So again, like me and my family dynamic, none of that shit is real to me. All my past wasn't real. So like the first time when I started doing this and I started talking, wait a minute, now this is real because I'm making it real. And so everything else in your life, like, you realize that none of it's real because you're not communicating. And I'm not saying that just talking is communicating. I'm talking about everything is communicating, physical touch, whatever, like all those concepts. Like, what are you not saying? Like, unless everything is said completely honest and true, then it's not real, and you don't know what's real. So it is a level of confusion by not speaking. So like the devil in itself would be a silent one, or half communication, in a sense, like if you really think about it. And so that's why, again, communication, whether it's physical touch, it's a totality of expression. Where like you don't need to be honest with everyone, but you need to be honest with yourself. And then if you push things to the next level with people, then you need to start being honest based on your level of relationship with each other completely. And then you can compartmentalize. Like, some things are just business. You don't need to know about my personal life. This is business. This is money. This is what I do for work. This is none of your fucking business. And I do compartmentalize like that too. Because again, my business, my work life, I had to keep it separate from my relationship life, because then people try and blend it in and get me to bring my business life or my skills of fixing shit into the relationship. Well, I gotta go start fixing everything for all them, for their fucking family and all their fucking problems. I'm going like, no. No, like, that's what I do for money. I fix people's problems. I'm not gonna come fix everybody's fucking problem. I don't fucking want any part of that shit. That's not in my relationship. It's a weird concept because I don't know why I separated that way. It doesn't mean I won't go fix my grandma's shit. Fuck yeah. She's my grandma. She's my grandma. And then you gotta say, well, now you're blending families, so now I'm going, but no. It's like, your relationship has nothing to do with your fucking mother. Or your father. And they have nothing to do with our relationship. And if they do, then we're not in a relationship. And people always say, well, if you marry your wife, you're marrying them. I'm going, no, you're not. That's the fucking problem with your relationship. And I'm having to learn and walk through these things, going like, when I say that now, everyone's going, you're a fucking asshole because you're marrying my fucking mother too. I'm going, I'm not marrying that fucking bitch. Am I dicking that woman? Am I getting benefits from her? If I'm not, then she is not telling me what to fucking do. She has no fucking authority over me, and she has no fucking authority over you. You have to separate and cut that fucking tie forever. Yeah, she's your mom, but she has zero fucking right what to tell you to do. She has zero fucking right to tell me what to do. Fuck her. And if you can't separate that, then we can't be together. Because I don't know that bitch. I don't want to know her. I want to know you. And it sounds really fucking shitty because it's not that strict, whatever. We'll be copacetic and have fun and grow to love each other and all this shit. But I'm going to put that bitch in her place. And she better watch her fucking tone. Because I ain't getting nothing from her, so fuck her. There's zero authority over me. And like, that's how you gotta be. Again, so... And that's just life in general. Until, again, I sound like an asshole. And, again, so, because I've lived this my whole life. This idea, and because people come from this family dynamic, or we're family. Motherfucker, we are not family. I don't know what the fuck you think. Or even if we were, like, what the fuck's the stipulations on family? Families fuck each other, and hurt each other, and steal from each other, and lie to each other, talk shit about each other. That's your definition of family based on your actions. So fuck that. We are not that. I don't want to be part of that. I'm not part of that. I'm my own thing. I'm my own person. Yeah, again, so that's the reality. And then the family is who you choose because we choose each other. Then we ain't gonna do that to each other. We try and want the best for each other. We don't talk shit about each other. We don't try and steal from each other. We try and take from each other. So again, that's kind of where you got to get to. But it all stems from you supporting and loving yourself and backing yourself up and having confidence in yourself, and then also not needing to have one-sided relationships where it does need to be equal give and take. Like, if I'm giving you my time, attention, and focus, then you fucking need to give me yours in a discussion. It doesn't mean we're going to be given equally all the time. I mean, we can or we can't. We're going to have our stresses. You have your separate job and I have my own job, or whatever it is. We have our own struggles in life, but we need to help each other solve them, give them ideas or whatever, and help when we can, but help each other, not everybody else. And that's the concept again of like, get somebody else to do it. We and him were talking about it, and it's like, I like to help people, but sometimes it's just like, fucking get somebody else to do it. No, this is outrageous. This is a crazy amount of shit. Like, fuck that. Just go pay somebody else to do it. I don't want to get paid. I just don't want to be part of it. I don't want to fix it. Like, go hire some other motherfucker. I just don't want the, that connection. Like, no. Get somebody else. Because, again, you need to be able to separate, like, work and then, like, you just got to be able to separate relationships because it gets cloudy in there, and then people take advantage or use you or expect things from you. Like I said, there's one thing that helps somebody, but it's another thing to, like, for them people take advantage of you, or it's like, man, no, dude, I'm living my own life. And it sounds really weird when I talk like that because it's not that strict, but you got to learn to set boundaries because, like, what are you losing again? And you're losing your time, which your time is everything. So money doesn't pay for time. You think it does, but it's like you're not in control of time. No matter how much money you have, you get in a car wreck and you're dead and you're gone. Like, your money meant nothing. you know, you thought you were good. No, motherfucker, you ain't in control. But yeah, again, this journey, and then again, my art is like, it's so, it means, it means nothing. But nothing means everything, you know? Because again, it's just for the first time I've solely done it for me. Like, it, even in the concept of like pulling people out of my head, or when I'm in that motion of like creating, it's all for me and me alone. Because any thought, any idea, my mom, somebody else, other people, when it comes up and I just do my thoughts as I'm creating, like, or whatever thing I'm working on or trying to understand in myself or understand in relationships, or what I should do or how I should act, or what did I do wrong, like how can I act in the next opportunity, like how can I learn my lesson, like what what do I want, like in everything that I've created. It's all been for me, nobody else. And then that's where I'm proud, because I know in my heart completely that since day one of my journey, while I'm sitting in the other house crying my eyes out going, I'm not fucking happy, man. Like, this sucks. Like, I can do this forever. But that sucks. I don't want to do this forever. So what do I got to change? Like, how can I be happy? And why am I not happy? And then it's because, like, I was living by all these other expectations, all these other rules, all these other boxes, all these other ideas that came from outside of me on what it meant to be happy, what it meant to enjoy life, based on understanding of what it is I had, I guess. Or based on what it was I was doing in my existence of time throughout every single day, like just that repetitive nature of waking up, going to do a job, going to work, eating, not feeling good about myself, feeling fat maybe, feeling unattractive. But I felt unattractive because I I didn't like myself. Because it didn't mean I wasn't attractive, even when I was fat. Like, I was, people still, whatever, were attracted to me. I've always been attractive. I just didn't understand it or know it. Because I didn't know it for myself. And so that's why I look at other people now and I'm like, dude, everybody's beautiful. And that's kind of a crutch. But it's not really, because I see people in the totality of expression. Not only, there's physical qualities of people that maybe I'm attracted to more than others, but that's not even how I see people. I see people in like an aura, in an energy field. So it's like I'm attracted. I could be attracted to anybody, or any woman. No matter what she looked like, really. It just depends on the totality, the personality, and all this stuff. I mean, and it's not that, yeah, because it's like, what are you? So there's trauma involved in that. Because so then it's like, well, what do you deserve? Those are two different questions. So what are you looking for? Like, what do you deserve? Or like, what's your thing? So, and I guess it's a shallow hell idea. Because yeah, I mean, a lot of times throughout my journey, women are like, "What are you seeing in me? Like, why would you pick me?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Why would I pick you? Why would I not pick you? Why would I not go out with you? Why would I not spend time with you? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't get it. Like, I don't get it." And so that's that insecurity in themselves, that self-worth. And, I used to have it. Like, and then you play dumb. It just goes over your head. It's like, so those are the things that you got to fill out for yourself. But it doesn't, even then, I don't understand my own physical attraction, really. I just don't, like, it just doesn't affect me. Like, I know I'm beautiful, whatever the fuck that means. I know I'm attractive, but it's not it doesn't change anything. It doesn't affect anything. Yeah, either you want to hang out or you don't. I don't fucking know. I'm not comparing. Like, either I think you're attractive and cool, and or you're not. Either I'm gonna put up with your shit, or I'm not. Like, that's kind of how I judge it. Like, do I like you enough to put up with your bullshit, or do I not? And how much bullshit do you have? And are you gonna check yourself on your stupid ass bullshit? And the same with me. And that's where we gotta like learn to communicate. Going like, I don't like that shit. Like, why would you don't bring that shit here? You know. Like, don't bring that bitch in here for no reason. If you're bitching for a reason, that's one thing. But if you're bitching just because you want to bitch, like, that's another thing. And that's kind of a trap in itself of self-awareness, because then you go, if I'm bitching about something, then fuck, now I gotta fix it. And now I gotta look at myself and go, why am I bitching? Like, what am I? It's not. I'm not even bitching at them. Like, it's something in me that I need to work on myself to change my perspective. It's some type of trauma in my past that's causing me to become a little bitch ass victim, or not love myself or accept myself, and that's a lot of it. Because it's always woe is me. Like, this is happening to me, or I don't like this. But it's like, but what does it have to do with me? I can just walk away from that if I don't like it. You know, I just don't have to look at it, as long as it's not hurting other people, so I don't have to step in. You know, as long as it's not an injustice towards another human being or an innocent human being, then, like, it should have nothing to do with me. It should have no effect over my emotions. You know, it's kind of like the idea of, like, if you went to the store to get one item and they didn't fucking have it. Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna bitch? You gonna call fucking corporate? Well, I came up here to get this fucking 2% fucking milk and you didn't have any. What the fucking problem? Is this not this store? Is you not supposed to carry this shit? It's like, they just don't fucking have it. Why are you so fucking mad? They're out of it. Something happened. Who the fuck knows? There's a whole chain of things. The truck driver blew a tire. Like, there's all these other things. Why are you so fucking mad? And so that's where you gotta check yourself and realize, like, nobody gives a fuck about you. Like, they're living their life. Like, most things that people do is not intent to make other people mad or harm them or step on their fucking toes. Like, everyone's aloof, and that's the one thing you gotta know. Like, no one knows what they're doing. I talked to a buddy a couple weeks ago, and I was like, dude, I have no idea what I'm fucking doing, dude. I was like, but I'm fucking happy. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, when I create, like, these hats, because I sent him a bunch of pictures of my hats, and I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I was like, but I'm fucking happy, and it feels right, and I'm not harming nobody. Like, I'm not hurting nobody. I'm keeping it to myself. Like, and he's like, yeah, dude, none of us know what the fuck we're doing, dude. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing, you know? And that's where it's like, yeah, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. Everyone's literally trying their best. There's not a possibility when you're not fucking trying your best. Like, and that's another thing. It's like, no, you're trying your best. You're always trying your best. There's nothing less than your best. I'm telling you, in a sense. Kind of. It's one thing if, like, you go to work and you just fucking sit on your phone. Like, well, you're trying your best in life to distract your fucking self from the reality, but you're not doing your best at your job. You're not giving all complete time, attention, and focus, like, on the task at hand, in the sense. But, like, yeah, you get out of bed or you don't get out, you fucking wake up, like, you're crying all fucking day, like, that's still your best, because you're still here. And this is, again, the failure idea. Like, you can't fail until you're not here. You're not breathing anymore. You have the opportunity, and even then, what did you fail at? What does it mean to fail? What does it mean to be a failure? I don't fucking know. You know, failure is... I mean, the only person you can fail is yourself, I guess. If you know what you need to do, or who you want to be, or need to be, and you don't do it, I guess. I don't fucking know. Is that failure? You still have opportunity? I don't fucking know. These are just, again, these questions you need to ask yourself. Like, are you content? Could you live like this forever? Do you want to live like this forever? What do you want to experience in life? And what would it take for you to get to experience these things in life? You know? And I had a dream, you know, that one day every man, woman, and child, red, yellow, black, and white, all precious underneath the sun's sight, all equal, sitting at a table, laughing, crying, giggling, dancing. Nobody lying, nobody hurting each other, nobody hating each other, no one each other, no one ashamed of themselves. Like, what would that look like? Nobody bitching, everyone appreciative of whatever it is that we all have because we all created it together. I mean, that's the biggest problem in life, is you're upset with the shit that you've been given. But you are not upset I mean, I guess you could be upset with the things that you created. But it's only things I think you, but you created it. You know, I don't fucking know what to tell you. Like, you gotta accept it. You created it. How can you be upset with it? And that's again, like, that's that, I guess, holding accountability for your actions or whatever. I don't fucking know, man. Like, it is what it is. You created your life, so. But yeah, this is it's a beautiful journey. And that's kind of it, I think. It's almost like the dream would be, for me, just to be able to walk through the world however the fuck that I wanted, without having to watch my back, you know? To be safe in a society where I know that everyone else is safe. And I'm not just saying like from physical harm, I just mean safe to be who they are, you know? Not have to be insecure about themselves because everyone accepts everyone. Like, that's the dream. Like, well, we can agree to disagree, but we still all gotta eat. You know, we all still need to be warm. We all need to come out of the rain together. And yeah, no one's hungry, or no one's left behind, or no one's alone. No one has to go through life alone. You know? No one has to struggle alone. No one has to feel alone. Everyone feels seen. Like, it's definitely possible. Again, everything's possible. And then again, like, give yourself grace, because you can only fix you. And so if you can do that for yourself, then you know it's possible for everybody to do it for themselves, even if they don't. But it is possible, because I did it for me. And that's good enough. Because I'm the only thing that I can control. I'm the only thing that I can affect um, on purpose. Because everything in life is going to receive you the way that they receive you, and there's nothing you can do about it. In this life, give yourself 24/7 and expect nothing from anybody else other than the best. And then when they don't give it to you, just have grace. I don't know, man. That's a very hard concept. Because it's unconditional love again. Because I don't ever disappoint myself, man. I can't explain this anymore. Um, like, I'm not a disappointment. I may not have money, or I may not have worked today or yesterday or whatever day. Like, but I'm never like disappointed in it. Um, again, I think people put too much faith in money and what it means. Because, like, I don't fucking know. If someone judges me based on how much money I have, like, then what the fuck does it have to do with anything? I mean, yeah, it does kind of have shit to do with things. Um, but those things in my life just aren't really important to me right now. They don't, again, I don't fucking know. They're not important. They're not as important as my mental stability, which is never my mental stability has been, this whole journey has been so fucking perfect, like good. Like I haven't flipped out. Like I cry when I need to cry. Like if you call me crazy because I fucking cry, like something's fucking wrong with you. You don't cry. You're a fucking dead human. You're a dead soul. You don't cry. So again, like this way we have in society. Oh, he's flipping out. He's crying. Yeah, so fucking cry. Did I hurt anybody? Did I hurt anybody? I'm crying by my fucking self. I'm not hurting myself physically. I'm not beating myself up. I'm not punching myself. Who's the crazy one? Who's the obsessed one? The people watching me for the last 4 years. That's fucking crazy. You're fucking crazy. You're the one who needs help. Not me. I'm watching myself. I'm not watching anybody else. I don't give a fuck about anybody else and what they're doing. I don't give a shit. They're not helping me. They haven't helped me. Nobody's fucking helped me. My family hasn't helped me a lick. None. Not a fucking one. And the people that has helped me, most of the time it was an exchange. So it wasn't help. It was an exchange of work for money or for this. And I make sure it's that way for a fucking reason, so they can't tell me, oh, we just freely gave to you. No, it was an exchange, or it was a relationship. It wasn't free help. Because to help somebody freely is one thing. To write me a check for $1,000 and say, I'm never going to give it, you don't have to give it back to me, that's help. But for me to go work it off, or that's not free, that's not help. Tattoos were exchanged for work. If you want to get real fucking specific with it. So, again, like I do everything very fucking specific for fucking reasons. Now, me giving somebody a piece of artwork and never fucking seeing them again, I wouldn't call it help, but it was a free gift. Two different things. Again, me doing something and giving it to someone freely as a gift is one thing. I know what a gift is because I give them. I want nothing in return. Yeah, so helping me, motherfucker, no one in my family helped me. I think my brother sent me birthday money twice or something or whatever. But like $69 one time, and it just didn't make any sense to me. Which was weird. And it said balance. So what the fuck does that mean, dude? Thank you, I guess. I'm gonna spend it. $69, so I don't fucking know. I need it. But other than that, they didn't give me no money. No one's giving me any money. No one gives a fuck about me. At least they not showed it, and they definitely not showed it with money. Now, I had friends to help me, but they're not been my family that I was raised with. But they're my family now. My good family. And so again, that's where you got to get in life. Like, who's your good family? Who's your real family? The family that you choose. Not the family that abuses you. Not the family that belittles you. But the family that treats you like an equal. And even if they do cater to you and they do help you and they do love you, because maybe they are above you in the world or in finances, and they can have the resources to help you, but they don't shame you for it. They don't look at you less than because you don't choose to walk the path that they did of slavery. Or fucking their way to get somebody to come take care of them, and they don't even love them. They don't even like them. They're just using them. So yeah, you just gotta look at yourself. And again, everything's about yourself. And just try your best. Because again, all I really do is check my actions. And again, from my perspective, which is a little fucked up, one reason why I do stay away from people is because it's simpler that way, and I have a less. Because I'm such a dynamic energy and human being that, like, again, when people call me a tornado or chaos and they blame shit on me, it's like, I don't do anything. I literally, if me walking and going somewhere and putting my headphones on and walking through a store and not talking to anybody and buying my products or buying what it is that I need, affects another fucking human being because I'm giggling and laughing and dancing to myself, and as I'm, spending my time living in my own reality, if that affects somebody negatively or positively, I don't fucking have a clue with that. I'm just being me. I'm not doing anything. I don't even know they exist. And maybe if I did wave at you, I don't even fucking know you. I just wave at people to smile, to make people happy, and or just to smile. Hi. Just keep going. I don't give a fuck. If that affects somebody, it has nothing to do with me. Again, it has to do with them and how they receive it. Because I'm this. Because I'm free. Because I'm not insecure. So again, yeah, it's a weird concept. And it's the same idea again. As like, if somebody leaves your life, what the fuck does it have to do with you? Other than, if you're sitting in your head all the time going, "Why did they leave me?" Then yeah, like, but why do you need that closure? Other than, you already know what you did. Like, in anything. Like, if someone doesn't talk to me, or whatever, then it's like, well, I can assume I said this or that, or they're busy, or, hey, who cares? I don't fucking know. There's no fucking telling what it means, and they're probably never gonna tell you. And even if they do, what does that do other than, who gives a fuck? Again, like, who gives a fuck? It's very. You know, I look at my life, and it's like, because my mom and my relationship, like, we would talk every couple months on the fucking phone. We literally lived 2 miles away from each other. Um, and I loved her to death, but I just didn't want to be around her. I don't fucking know. And I did, but I didn't. But I didn't want to be around anybody, and I kind of still don't. I just don't like people in general. I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, you tell me. Other than, again, it just always seems like I hurt people or I affect them negatively, or they shame and guilt me, or they look at me with disdain or hate. And it's like, but all I do is love you, but we're good, and then boom, you look at me like I'm a fucking, like I did something wrong to you, and I didn't do anything other than, I'm happy, or I'm me, or I got this skill and you don't fucking have it, or I just created this thing and now you're fucking jealous of it, or you're telling me I can't be happy. You can't be happy. That's cocky. What do you mean? You can't love yourself. That's cocky. What do you fucking mean? I can't be happy? I can't be proud of myself? I can't love myself? I can't accept myself? No, motherfucker, you can't accept me because you can't accept yourself. That's your fault. I don't. Cool, you believe what you want to believe. But if you ask me, yeah, I love the trees. Yeah, I love nature. Yeah, nature makes sense to me. Yeah, nature's real. This other shit in a book where you go kill other humans and say that your race is a chosen race and better than everybody else, and all you guys do is kill and dominate and destroy other fucking people and then take their fucking land? It's one thing to be slaves and then to come out, like, in this concept. It's one thing to be, if everything started where all you knew was there was this group of people and they were slaves, and then they broke free and went away, and then they chased them and then they defended themselves to get free. That's one thing. But then they go, that's your land, go fucking kill them? That's another thing. And kill all of them and take it? Or just fucking go down there and talk to them, and then I don't fucking know. Share it, maybe? I understand the complications. Again, I've talked about this war. I think war is stupid, war is dumb. But in the world that we live in, we got assholes that don't know how to fucking share. So today I was feeding the geese. Yesterday I was feeding the geese. And this little girl was there, and they tried to get quarters out. They try to get food out of the machine. The machines are fucking broken. And me and another dude were talking about the machines are fucking broken. It's expensive. Like, so I bring my own food and I feed the animals. And so I gave these little girls, there's two girls and their parents, and I gave the mom the cup that I had. I said, just give it back to me when you're done. And then I went and got a bag and put more corn in it for the kids, and then gave it to the mom and took my cup back. And she goes, thank you for sharing. And I said, thank you, you're welcome, whatever. So the kids could throw food to the geese or whatever. It's like, why can't we just share? Again, it's a very simple concept because people just are so hungry and want so much. It's like you don't need much to live, you don't need much to survive. And your purpose should be yourself, and then whatever comes from you, your wife and your kids, or your husband and your kids, and that doesn't matter if you're two girls or two boys. Who cares? What does it have to do with anything? As long as you guys are good to each other and love each other and are kind to each other. It just doesn't make any sense to me, man. And I get it, because that's the thing. Like, I'll talk to some police, but like they're justifying their actions. Oh, we went to the war over there. It's like the war on drugs, the war that you don't even know why you went over there, other than they lied to you about the real true facts of why you went overseas to do what it is that you're doing. Like, yeah, sure, there's innocents that are getting slaughtered and killed, but that's not the. Nobody goes over there to do that. They don't give a fuck. It's about money. Again, it's about resources. It's about land. And all the government papers, and as they come out, they're telling you the real reasons why they've gone to war. You know, or that they train. You know, they train these people overseas, and they were part of the CIA to become leaders of those other countries so we could get resources, or the war on drugs, or in Mexico, or the cartel. At some point, they've helped the cartel become big so they could get the drugs here in America, so they could put people in poverty, so they could put people in poverty doing drugs, so they could create the system that they had so they could get the votes, and so they could fill the prison systems, and then they made the prison systems, some prison systems private, and then that starts that whole cycle. So now the counties around the prison system are getting kickbacks from the private industrial prison system that gets paid per head, and then to the max capacity. And then the hospitals, same way. They get paid per head, per human being that's in there. They don't give a fuck what's wrong with them. They just want every bed full to max capacity at all times to keep the money coming up. And then they got insurance, and then all the insurance and the way that fucking works. And all this shit. Again, everything is about money. And again, this is why I fight against money so big. And everyone's like, money's not bad. Money's not bad. But if 99.9% of the systems that involve money and control money exist the way that they do, then it's fucking bad. Because it's over the 51%, the way that we use it. And the way it affects us all. And then, like, if money's not a problem, then there should not be hunger. Because we can just fucking print fucking money. Even though we live in a society where we only really truly have 10% of hard money, or whatever it is, and then 90% of it is loaned out in debt form. So like everything is in that fractional banking system understanding again, where we only need to hold 10%, and then we can loan the other 90% in the form of debt. And like in a scale, and it's just so big and vast in the scale, and then everything is just again, and then all that involves time, because then they put your worth based in a system of time. And then again, then you only have 24 hours in the day to experience. You only have, 12 hours of sunlight, 12 hours of nighttime, or whatever the fucking number is. And then so all these systems outside of you are controlling you and keeping you a box, telling you how you have to live. And you ain't got a fucking choice, motherfucker. And now it's illegal to live from the land. You can't live off the land because now you're called homeless, which is illegal. You can't sleep in your car. You have to have a house, because then you can't park anywhere because everybody, quote unquote, owns these things, the private businesses, and you're not allowed to sleep there, and you can't sleep at the parks because who owns those? Oh, Corps of Engineers own those, or the city owns those. They own it. I was like, motherfucker, you don't own shit. Who fucking sold it to you? Who gave it to you? Who said this is yours to sell in the fucking first place? This is all of ours. Every fucking person, despite the color of their skin or the sex of the thing that they have between their legs, are whole. Even though when you're in the womb, like, you don't even, your sexual organs, I don't know what date it is, but they're not even formed until later. Some of the last things that are formed. Well, I went to the last things, but, and again, it's the same fucking material. Your gonads are your ovaries, and your penis is your vagina. One's inside and one's out. You're the same fucking thing. You're male and female. Everyone is. We have the same fucking emotions. Everyone has the same fucking emotions. Everyone has the same fucking thought processes, or everyone has the same attributes. Everyone has the same possibility of skin colors and eye colors and nose and legs and limbs, and again, the vessel has a set of attributes, and then it's like a roll of the fucking dice, and that's what you become with the vessel. But the only thing that's different, again, is the vessel. But the mind could be whatever. Like, that's the thing. Like, what if the two are separate? And there's proven that people that tend to be transgender, they're what is it? A lot of them, their structure is different than, so like if I'm a male and I think more like a female, or I lean towards that more, my brain chemistry is wired that way. It's not that I have a choice or I don't have a choice, but you kind of do. You can be whatever the fuck you want. But then again, now you're just saying that just because I have a beard and a dick, that I have to act a certain way or talk a certain way. And I talk exactly how I fucking talk. I don't try and do anything else. And even when I do voices and stuff, like, I'm not trying to, that's just it, right? But I'm trying to think what it was called. So they've done tests that, like, a lot of people, so there's also XXY genes. There could be any other, many different types. Just the way you're wired, so you could be predisposed towards whatever. Now, there is social and economic factors on things that you're attracted to, and that could be learned. Trauma, the split to the brain, this MK Ultra, I mean, that proves it. The programming, the amount of stuff you watch, like, if you're hurt, and me and somebody talked about this, if you're hurt, say you're a woman and you're hurt, every man in your life has hurt you, you can go two ways. You could either say, fuck man, I hate men, and then lean towards women, but you're also, a lot of times, if you lean towards women, then you're leaning towards a masculine woman, one that's going to have those masculine traits, that's going to take lead. And you could see this happens all the time. Like even in lesbian relationships, like there tends to be a masculine and a feminine. And the same thing with male male relationships. There tends to be a masculine, there tends to be a feminine. Like I just don't get what people are doing here. Like obviously we have, and that's the whole thing with like the LBGT or lifestyle. And again, I talked to somebody, one of my friends, and she's in the LGBT community, and I was like, what do you guys like to be called, or what? Because I think it's the dumbest shit in the world to say that you're gay or somebody's gay. I was like, you're just you, like you're just attracted to whom you're attracted to whenever you're fucking attracted to it. I was like, why is there a difference? It doesn't make any sense. And I've always thought this when I was little. I was like, it just doesn't make any sense that there's a separation of you're either straight or you're not straight. Like that's the dumbest shit in the world. Like because I watched The Outsiders. We watched The Outsiders a couple of weeks ago, and those boys were playing grab ass, like jumping all over each other, being super physical with them, and I'm going like, that's weird to me. But then again, I don't do that to anybody. Like again, like I don't physically do that shit to anybody. I only touch whoever I'm romantically inclined with. That's it. Like I don't play grab ass with people. I don't do that shit. I don't, like my physical touch and focus only touches one person at a time. This is it. This is how I function. I'm not touching other people. I'm not kissing other people. I may hug people, but it's just a hug. Like usually I don't hug people much anymore. I used to hug people when I started my journey. I hugged people and I felt good and I felt safe with myself and I was hugging. And now it's like I only hug people I love. It's not that I don't love everyone, but like a different kind of love, like a thank you love, or I see you love, or if they want to hug me, and I'll oblige if it's innocent and honest and real. And yeah, and you gotta watch yourself. So the body tells the truth. So if someone hugs you and you got some resentment, then that's what, like again. And so like I had to heal and forgive myself. So before I didn't like hugs because I resented myself, or I hated myself, or I didn't love myself. And so like when people hug me, I'm like, fucking don't hug me, dude. I don't fucking like this shit. Don't hug me. I wouldn't even hug me, And then I was like, yeah, I'll hug you. I love me. Obviously, I understand why you want to hug me. Because I love me. I hug. I want to hug me. I want to hold me. I want to hold you. I love you. I accept you. I don't have resentment towards you. Like because I'm honest in my speak, in my talk, in my walk. I'm not hiding anything anymore. I'm honest in everything I do. So I don't have resentment. If I don't fucking like you, like here, shake your hand, motherfucker. Or we're not on that relationship of like I don't want to hug you because I don't know you. Why would I hug somebody I don't know? For the most part. Now, if we had an intimate relationship, like communicating intimately for 10 minutes and we hug each other, yeah. But we built an intimate relationship in that moment of honesty and truth. And so hug, embrace, accept each other in that moment. But I like to build a communication or talk, or you tell your story, I tell mine, and then we can hug and embrace. Again, that's real, that's honest. Because in that moment in time, none of it was a lie, which is a higher level of relationship than you've had with your family your whole life. Because probably 90% of that's been a lie. Where like you go up north and people are just fucking like, fuck you, motherfucker. Like that's honest. Get out my fucking store. Fuck you. You want a Chicago style sub, fuck you, dude. We're in New York, motherfucker. We don't sell that shit here. Get the fuck out. That's honest. That's real. That's love. So, like, that relationship is more honest than what you've been living with your husband and wife your whole fucking life. You know, where your husband's like, honestly, I'm fucking tired, bitch. I don't want to have sex right now. I'm mad at you. You did this, and this. Like, if he was honest about it, then you guys could move on from it and grow from it, and then you probably would fuck. But you know, if two people don't want to fuck each other because they're pissed off about each other and they don't talk or tell each other, like, you hurt my feelings by this or that or whatever, or you make me, you neglected me, or you know, and I'm, or whatever. Like, so maybe like someone's like, you know, when you go to work, you don't fucking talk to me. Yeah, because I'm fucking working. You make me feel neglected. Okay, well, I'm, you know, I don't know how we compromise here because I'm working and I'm in a different mode. Like, either you can handle your fucking self on your own. It's not that I'm neglecting you, but like, I'm not your fucking everything. Like, you gotta be your own fucking person too. You know? Like, I'm working. I'm not cheating. Like, I don't know what the fuck you think. Um, again, I'm kind of asshole. But again, like I said, it's like, um, I gotta have my separate life too. Again, and I don't know why it's gotta be that way. And it's not. It's not saying that it is, but it's like I gotta be. I can't feel trapped. Again, I have a lot of fucking trauma. I have a lot of like issues with like feeling trapped or feeling forced to do shit, or because I don't want to hurt your fucking feelings. I'm like, I don't want to give a fuck about your feelings anymore. I can't. Because you don't even care about your fucking feelings. You know, and then that's kind of what I learned is like people they don't give a fuck. They don't know they don't even know what they're doing. They're just chasing highs. And they think it's love, and it's like, it's not love. Like, you don't even know what the fuck's going on. And it's like, I can't, how can I, you don't even know how to focus, you don't even know yourself. And so that's another issue. It's like, you don't even know what you want. You think that you want something, but you don't even know what it takes to get it. And I'm just going like, I know I can make myself happy. I know I can fix what I need to fix for myself, but I don't know. It's very difficult, man. It's very difficult. Again, like companionship with people, but it's not because I have it with other people, and so it's like, again, it's that it's like, what's the avenue there other than I've not met the right person, and the right person's not met me or whatever, or understand, like, because I'm very fucking easy, and maybe that's it. Like, I'm just too cool, easy of a human being, and for some reason, yeah, that's the whole point. Is like everybody that I talk to that's like around me all the time, they're like, dude, we get you. Like, we understand. Like, you're no shit shenanigans. Like, you fucking just, you say what it is. Like, we don't have to worry about it. Like, you're easy. I was like, well, why does everybody else make me feel like I'm the fucking problem? But not y'all. Y'all don't make me feel like a problem. Everything works out. But then again, it's like, it's going, like, they're not competing with me. They accept me as me. Like, they know I have flaws. They don't put me on a pedestal. Like, they know I'm just fucking human and I'm trying my best. And they've seen me work and they've seen me change. They know my work ethic. They know what I can do. They know, like, they're not. That's the thing. They know me. Well, everyone else who doesn't know you, it is what it is. But a lot of it, you know, a lot of times, too, it's only people that know themselves. That's another thing. Because if you don't know yourself, then you're looking at another person, and you're thinking that the things, um, you don't know how to compare. You're comparing yourself to somebody else because you don't know what's real. That's the thing, yeah. So like they don't know what's real because they don't know themselves, and the only way that you can, you know, yeah, you don't know what's real because you're not real because you're not real with yourself. That's what it is. And so then it's like I am when I meet people, it's like I know what I am, so I know all this energy, or I know this statement that you said. It has nothing to do with me because I'm not being an asshole. I'm not being a prick. I'm not lying. I'm not cheating. I'm not stabbing you behind your back. I'm not doing anything. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not using your trauma against you. I'm nothing. So, like, any hate or anger that you have towards me, it has nothing to do with me because I haven't done anything to you. I ain't called you a bitch. I ain't called you a liar. I ain't called you nothing. I don't even, I just said hello. So again, I look at my life like that. It's like, yeah, if you hate me and you don't like me, it's like it's something to do with you, motherfucker. Something you're comparing yourself to me. I'm not comparing myself to you. We're not the same. Like I tell you this, and then if you get mad because I say we're not the same, and I don't compare myself to you, then people's like, wait, why am I not something to be compared to? Am I not somebody? I'm going, no, you're somebody. You're just not somebody to me. You're you, and I'm me. What the fuck? I don't get it. We're not the same. We're not. Do you want me to be you? I'm not you. I'm me. You don't even like you. Why would I want to be you? Because then you wouldn't even like me. You like me because I'm me, not because I'm you. And so again, these are all the things you have to look at life. It's kind of a lot of information, but it's very simple at the end of the day. It's hard to explain it, but it's easy to live it. Because it's easier to live than it is to speak it and communicate it. And so like if you don't know how to communicate, well then you're gonna need to spend a lot of fucking time to learn how to communicate. And you gotta first learn how to communicate to yourself, your feelings and your emotions. And so again, I say that too when like I don't want to be around people. Um, and that's the thing. So I'm not comfortable around people. So it really doesn't have anything to do with them. It just has to do with me. I just don't fucking want to be there. And so now I'm speaking on it, and it's making me feel uneasy. And so then I'm like looking at myself, going again, it has nothing to do with them. It just has to do with me. I don't feel comfortable, and so then it's me putting on those assumptions on other people. Or like maybe everybody fucking accepts me as me, and maybe I don't accept myself when I'm with them. And that's the truth. So that's it too. That's another thing. And it's like my truck. Like you ain't got a fucking choice. Your truck is outrageous. We can't handle your truck. Well, you ain't got a fucking choice because this is me. You know? So that's the thing. That's how I live my life now. It's like you ain't got a fucking choice. You have to accept me. Because I'm this. I'm me. You ain't got a fucking choice. You either like it or you don't like it. You don't have to. I don't have to be around you. You don't have to be around me. I don't give a fuck. But I'm also not gonna put up with a bunch of bullshit either. Like, you got a problem with me, you either say it or you keep your fucking mouth shut. You know, because I don't give a fuck. I'm enjoying myself. I'm entertaining myself. You're not my entertainment. I'm my own entertainment. So that's what you got to get. And it sounds harsh. It sounds mean. But it's like, again, at the end of the day, you come into this world alone. You're gonna leave alone. You're gonna leave alone. You're gonna die alone, or when the last lights you see, it's you. It's your perspective. It's nobody else's. So hopefully you don't die alone. But if you do, fuck, it is what it is. Would it make it easier to let go if you're alone? That's a concept in itself too. Um, Again, yeah, like what's the idea of death? Like, what are you afraid of? You're afraid of, again, you're afraid of the unknown, but it's like, who cares about the unknown? Because the unknown is beautiful. And that's how I live my life now. So that's why like I can do this. It's because I'm not afraid of what's going to happen tomorrow. Um, I'm prepared, and to the highest capacity of me, and if I can't overcome it, then I can't overcome it. There's nothing I can do about it. But I will overcome it. There's nothing that you can't overcome until you until you can't overcome it anymore because you're dead. So, me and a guy talk about death a lot. Just the acceptance of it. But in order to accept death coming in the future, you have to accept your life and be okay with it. And so that could be a lot of things too. It's like that's why you have to live like you're dying, because if if you don't accept your life, like how can you accept death? And so if you can't accept your life, then from this point forward, you need to start doing things to make you accept yourself, accept your life, accept your actions. Like, know you did your best. Because I can say all day long that's your best from my perspective, but only you know if you've done your best. Only you know if you've tried hard enough. And that's how I judge myself. It's like for 4 years or whatever year it is, or however long I started my journey, like I know every single day, like I woke up and for the first time I was happy. And for the first time I had purpose, and the purpose was me. And all day long, I started painting, and then it was a progression, and I started painting, and then I started recording me painting. But before then, I was talking myself to sleep, talking to the creator, talking to my creator, every single night, like crying myself to sleep, like just trying to better myself and understand. And then that progressed to, oh, now I'm confident enough to like share my shit. So now I started painting and sharing it. And the only reason why I did that, again, it was all for me. I did it because I needed to make it real. And the only way that I could make it real was to put it on the internet, because that stupid concept is like the internet is forever. But it's like the internet is real. Like there's no takebacks. Like I can't take back my life. I can't take back my actions. So like I have to put it on the internet to make it real. And then I was like, well, fuck. I want to listen. I want to watch myself because I hate myself. I hate looking at myself. Not now, but I used to hate looking at myself because I didn't know myself. I was so confused and imposter syndrome. And I had all this information telling me who I was supposed to be, and it was so fucking confusing because that's the world now. Everyone's telling you whom you're supposed to be, and they're not physically telling you that, but by seeing all the information, because you're AI, you're programming, and you're taking statistics in. And so say you was a man, and you saw 100 men, and 100 men were getting these things. They had money or whatever. They dressed a certain way, and or they looked happy, or they were getting women or whatever. Like you see this, you got to break down the statistics in your head, going like, in order for me to get these things that I think that I want, because they look happy. So if I get those things that they got, then I'll be happy. But I have to look like them to get them, because that's what everything is showing me. And again, so you're statistically creating these scenarios in your head. and you're statistically breaking everything down, and so then that's whom you think you are, and so you go through life taking in all this information from these black mirrors and your cell phone and music and religion and books, and since you're a little kid, everyone's telling you, your parents who are your mirrors, so you're supposed to listen to them because they look like you, they are you, they're supposed to love you and care for you, and yet they end up hurting you the most, the people that whatever, and then so you're programmed to be these things, and then if you're inside of you is stepping and feeling another way, like say you're a little child and you're like a little girl and you like girls, you think girls are beautiful, you don't even know what sex is yet, you just think they're beautiful, you're attracted, you want to go hang out with them, you want to play with them, like you just want to hold them, you want to hug them, you want to kiss them, whatever the fucking your little feelings are, you don't even know, like, and you just, but then your parents are going, but you can't hang out with little Susie, you're a girl, you guys can be friends, but you can't cuddle, you can't hug, you can't love each other, you can't skip together, you can't hold hands together. That's gay. That's wrong. You're gonna go to hell for that, you little kid. That's innocently loving your best fucking friend that you want to spend the rest of your life with from your understanding as a child because they're nice to you, they love you, they listen to you, they do the same fun shit that you do. They don't hurt you. They're soft like you want to be soft, or you want to be tough and they're soft to you. Like, it doesn't matter about sex again. Like, that's love. Innocent love. Yeah, and so then I started watching my content and watching myself and listening to the words that I spoke and going like, and I played it on repeat until the next day. And I would listen to it all day long the next day until I came home and did it again. And make a new video and paint a new thing and go make a new talk and then make a video and then listen to, before I went to sleep, I would listen to it. Then I'd wake up the next day and I'd go to work or whatever I had to go do, and I would just listen to it on repeat all day long. And then I did it again and 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 again. And I was like, motherfucker, I like myself. When I first started, I hated listening to myself talk. And if I went back and listened to like my first talks, I don't like it either. I fucking hate it still. I don't like that version of me. And I don't like I could listen to this a couple days, but a month from now, if I listen to this, I'll be like, I don't like that version of me. I like this version of me today. Because this version of me today is the better version of that guy, of that dude. And I have real progression and understanding, and I can see it, and I can feel it, and I can hear it. And I can fear becoming that old version of me. And in this concept, I run from that because I know I'm never going to be that guy that I was before, because I'm this guy now. And I did the concrete work and the construction, and I built a new me. One fucking brick at a time, one rock at a time, one talk at a time, one thought at a time. And that's what I focus my life on. That's what's important to me, is one moment and one thought at a time. And giving my everything, giving my best every single second. That's what matters. That's what's important. That's my God. Me, my God is the opportunity to appreciate every second of every single day. And how do you appreciate every second of every single day? By doing your best in everything you do, in every breath. Appreciate it to the max capacity and don't waste it. That's what life's about. Appreciating the gift of life that you have, or you get it. And it all starts with you. And it all ends with you. And it's your breath to give and receive. In this concept, it's almost like and it's evil to take somebody else's breath against their will. The only one that has the power to give you life or death or breath should be you. No one should have any authority to take somebody's life from them other than themselves in whatever capacity. Nobody can choose that for another human being other than that human being. When they come to the age of understanding, and then that means that we have to protect every living thing that breathes. And that should be our highest priority, which is the children. We have to keep them alive until they can make that choice for themselves. It sounds really shitty, but if it has breath, then it's alive. What up? What up? I like my hat. It's so nice. Look at this ranger. He can just do what he wants. He can just move around. He's got all the moves. He can do whatever he wants. He can go fight. He can fight Charizard. He can go fight Pikachu. He's just master trainer. You know what I'm saying? He's master of everything. But today was a badass day. And again, as time progresses through my expression, which looks like a life, right? It looks like a living, breathing soul. And in one instance, again, it is as most people perceive, but I'm not exactly from here. I'm not from this time. I'm not from here. My origin story is not expressed in time. I'm outside the box, an expression of understanding of time in itself. I'm before time existed. I am time. If you could understand the concept of what it would mean to be everything, because as a human we perceive everything in time. So that's the expression, is time, that loop of time. You think it's a loop, kind of. You think it's a linear understanding of expression, but again, time is always and before. It's the concept of God. If God has always been, and God will always be, when you're trapped in the loop that is a box of time, you can't understand the gravity of anything before the expression of time, because time has a start and a stop based on your way you're put into the box. If this realm of expression it's a portal, and so you're assuming and creating the understanding that oh dang, that's nice. Who's Lucian? Okay. Nice. That's nice. That once you come through the portal, the birthing portal, or if you're coming through in a cesarean C-section, it's two different things. One, you come through a womb, a yoni, You come through the yone, which is love in itself. When you come through, when they cut you, and they have to cut you, it's a different. You're not coming through love. You're coming through a different energy signature. It is love. Everything comes from love. Everything is love. But it's different. It puts on a different energy signature. So again, and everything starts from what womb you come from and how you come from. That's why if you have the birth, the umbilical cord, and you're strangled, and then you come through the womb, and then they unstrangle you and bring you back to life, it's going to be a different energy signature. Sometimes you've already died. You've already died your first death. Therefore, death in itself doesn't have power or control over you, in the sense. But these are all just energies. These are high-level understandings of energies and expression that kind of, it's like a timestamp almost. As you go through life, there's these stamps that are put on you. And some of them you can take off and cover up, and some timestamps you can't. You can override all timestamps, really, if you understand and know how to do it, or do the process to change it. So again, this idea of Christianity, where somebody comes in, you ask somebody in, that's a covering. Okay, what's a covering? It just covers it. It's not real. It's not real deletion. It's not real forgiveness. It's not the concept of time travel to rewrite your past. You can't correct things that's already happened. Those timestamps are always in time, because what was expressed in those quote-unquote sins or things that's happened in the past, they're stamped on other people's timestamps. And there's no going back from that. So you have to be able to forgive yourself to change anything. So in one right, that act of you asking forgiveness or something to come in and forgive you, you're creating a string. Where if you was to ask yourself to forgive yourself, then you'd be asking your highest creator. But instead, humanity, systems of religion, has created and gave this false entity godship and power and expression. In some instances, people would call it fallen angels. But again, it's an energy demigods. It's not real. But the energy that the collective consciousness, that's why there's a huge statue of this dude with his hands out. Because if you gave power to yourself, if you worshipped yourself in the sense of, you're not really worshiping yourself. I don't worship myself. I love myself, and I express and I give my time, attention, and focus. Again, that's worship. But I think the Bible in itself is like, it created this word. Again, the English language is spells, but it's saying that worshiping something is bad. I don't know what it means, because it doesn't mean that to me. It's almost like a complete allegiance to blindly follow a doctrine to the T, or to pick and choose. Is hypocritical in itself. But again, this idea of worship, so it's in this totality of expression of time, and that's why when you become a kid, when I become a child and I'm playing, what am I doing? I'm not worshiping myself. All this stuff is kind of, people call it childish, and I'm playing. but I'm giving myself complete focus and time, and then I'm just using my body to express what it is that I need to express in the moment that I need to express it. And it would be the same thing with sex. The reason why my sex is such a high level expression is because I'm completely. I mean, there's been times when I'm not been completely into it. But for the most part, like I said, day one, the first experience, and this is why I say is my first experience with you not enough. Because my first experience with you is going to be childlike wonder. And in that childlike wonder, that's why people get addicted so quick to me or to my energy and to my expression, because it's nothing but complete infinite possibilities and whimsical understanding of complete awe, right? And so when that happens, day one, the night of Christmas, when you get that gift and you fucking open it up, like, dude, this is I wanted, this is exactly what I fucking wanted. I wanted all of this. And then you play with it for a couple minutes, and the next thing you're going like, but now that I have this Ken doll, now I need the Barbie doll to go with it. And then now I need to be able to get them a Lamborghini together so they can so I can create more scenarios of playing with each other. And then you keep wanting more and more and more, and you can never feed that hunger of needing more. And so that's kind of like life in itself. It's like, can you quit eating? Can you quit consuming? Can you just be content with just being with one singular person and living and expressing and learning and growing every single day? But that's the point. You have to be growing every single day. And if I'm with a partner that doesn't grow every single day, or that's competing with other people, which stunts their fucking growth or makes it a lie, and they're never going to be happy, then I can't be with you more than one fucking day. I just can't do it. I'm not gonna. And that's the thing. That's it in my life in general. Is everything I do is 100%. Fuck, what do I want to do? I do want to level 3 that. I'm already level 10, bruh. I'm already level 10, bruh. How'd I get there so quick? Yeah, and so you got to think again. I think the biggest thing that I was looking at and thinking about earlier today was the idea of a lifetime. So what is the expression of a lifetime? What's our average lifespan? And then, like, what are you capable of doing or becoming in that lifespan? And if everyone has, if we can set the limit to 120 years, just in this idea of if we give everybody, if we took one person, one lifetime, and it's not male nor female, and then we tried to, dude, I don't have any health. Tried to figure out how we all could coexist and all be happy in that one span of 120 years or one lifetime. Like, what would it take for everyone to have equal opportunity to have, like, the best life? Like, what would that look like? And what would that be? And how could we, as people, I'm gonna lose just because I'm not paying attention. Like, what we need to do as people. And again, like, it's so, there's been, before written time, Of course, we've lost a lot of information. Um, and where you think the world is like only 6,000 years old, or some people would think that, um, there's been a lot more. I hate to say experiment. So this is a battleground. I want to call it a battleground, but it's really just it's a ground. It's a playground. It's a school, and there's been many different forms of life that's been here. And the reason why is because this star system in itself was catered and with the perfectly right opportunity to house life for many different cultures of species without the idea of dominating species in the basic level of animalistic expression. Now, in that notion, the things that we perceive as animals, when we speak as animals, we speak, not all of us, but the Western society, religious doctrines of men, not of nature, speak as animals as under human existence, in which you think that you're a human or whatever you perceive as a Homo sapien in nature. And because for some reason humans need to have this dominating hierarchy of the ego, which is the I quality. When you speak that I am all, and all comes through me. Now, in one idea, all does come through you. You are the center of your universe. You are just an expression of the highest understanding of God. The opportunity in which you have been given to express in what we call breath, in every waking breath of expression, is you expressing the breath of life to the max capacity of always and forever, and never not a stain in this realm of expression. Anyone and everyone that has ever existed is and can never be nothing. Everything in time every human, whether little or big, brown or white, is of the utmost importance for always and forever. There is no one that has not had the opportunity to be of no use in this closed realm of expression. Every human is needed. For time in itself to continue as we know it. Without you, nothing exists. Now, in a notion of that, in an understanding, maybe in a layman's term, if you was to leave this expression, then all that expression leaves with you, as you know it. So you are of utmost importance. You are the highest understanding of love. And without you, without your help, without your part in this collective understanding of expression, well, it will be permanent demise for everything that you ever thought was love, that you loved. This is why it's so vastly important that for once in the complete expression of time in which this has never happened and as or could never happen again, that we have to come together as a collective consciousness of expression and coexist together. No more fighting. No more trying to claim land and put your name on every fucking thing. Just help each other. Who gives a fuck what it's called? Take the I out of what you do and just be a human that helps every fucking human that you see. So we all can live in harmony. And if you don't get on board, well, you're going to walk the plank, because there's just more of us than there is of you. I mean, some people could call it light and dark, a battle. But I'm the god of both. I control both. And so really, you're not on either side. Because in order to be in the concept of love, the love is a totality of light and dark. In the beginning, there was darkness, my realm. And then I allowed the light. I am older than the light. I am wiser than the light. The light is because I allowed it. And if I allowed it, then I can take the light away at any given time, because the light is in my embrace. The darkness. The sun is hung in the darkness. In the darkness, well, I'm as dark as night. And so again, it's only humans' evil desires that causes and steps out of the realm that we live in that hurts other people, that takes and steals and kills and destroys other humans or animals or whatever it is. In the concept again of nature, everything that happens in nature, if nature was left alone to its own devices without humans, it would function and the world itself would be perfect. Again, the parasites on this planet are humans. It sounds like a shitty fucking concept, but at some point, you have to choose what kind of parasite are you going to be. Are you going to help your host, or are you not? Because you're the crustacean on this earth, not animals, and not the earth. Every system that's in place going down from the earth itself, every system in place is completely healing. It heals itself. It's contained on its own. It's the most masterpiece that has ever been created. It's perfect in every expression to last forever. And in that closed system, everything is based on closed systems. You're going to understand that everything is a system within itself, and it's perfect. And then everything. So humanity itself is like the human vessel itself is a perfect enclosed system. I'm trying to think how to express that. So every animal, all the shit, that system is perfect. Now, I'm gonna have people who's gonna be like, well, what about this? What about cancer? Well, it's all perfectly enclosed system. Cancer is not a negative thing. You perceive it as negative because it brings pain. It ends your time early, but the cancer is eating the toxins that are in your body, and it's encapsulating and enclosing them in another system. Now, if this is a container, and this container is perfect, but you could constantly feeding it with toxins, and I'm just talking about food, water, chemicals right now, maybe through touch, through skin, through makeup, through whatever. You're putting toxins in it, and your body is a perfect system, but in order for a perfect system to work, it needs to be lubricated right. It needs to have rest periods, so it can recharge its battery. It can focus on what it needs. You can't overload it. You can't encumber it, or it won't work to the highest function, which is to give you eternal life, to work and reheal itself so you can live forever. The system itself, it should never die. The body itself should never die. Now, in that notion, the way that it works, again, is, so this is another idea too. So even in the act of sex, like, you're a perfect creature on your own. You don't need anything outside of you. So then when you're taking and containing, like for a woman to put a baby in there, again, that system is perfect in itself. And depending on what's inside of you in the chemical mix, again, it could be trying to kill itself, It's almost like, a baby could be inside of a woman and it's literally taking its resources because now it's a new containment system that's growing, and it needs the nutrients to grow to create that perfect containment field for the new vessel. But through all the plastics and stuff, all the chemicals, all the things that we don't need, again, it's the idea again is if you see a butterfly, you fucking just let it be a butterfly. You know what I'm saying? Don't fucking try and catch it. Because if you try and catch it, then you're going to touch it and you're going to put oils on it. And now you're going to kill the butterfly. Or you're going to weaken it. Or maybe you don't kill it, but who knows? You affect it kind of in a negative way. In the not so natural way of its life. And you don't know how you're affecting it. Is it positive? Is it negative? Who knows? But it would be to just sit and watch things go through. So when you touch something, when you interject into something's expression, now you're co-creating with that expression, but without the highest intent or the right intent to not change it, to not divert it. Because even in the idea of helping it, you may perceive that you're helping it, but that help in itself, even though that could be positive and you understand that it's positive, the other person, the other thing may not perceive it as positive. It may not even be received as positive because they have a whole other expression that they're dealing with on their own. But in a perfect world, if everyone could help each other, and it would be positive. So again, that's where we're trying to get. That's what we're gonna do. And if humanity's not, if you're not on board with that, then you're out the boat. Like, because you can't be there because you're not positive, and we can only have positive things here. In saying all that, what I wanted to talk about was the kids of the future. So the kids of the future, like, they're starting to understand. And it kind of started a couple years ago with the PC culture. And it's not about that idea of hurting other people's feelings or not hurting other people's feelings. The idea is the way other people live, none of your fucking business. And if it's triggering you, it's because there's something inside of you that has to deny the fact that it is okay to be that way. It is okay to do those things, in the sense, as long as it's not harming each other. You're not, and that's the thing. And a lot of times it's like an unknown, or people are scared of different people. But again, everything is you resisting the reality that there's other perceptions and there's other ideas of good. And actually, some other things may be better than you, and you can't face that. You can't face that somebody else is fucking happy, living a whole other expression than you, and they're not harming people. They're not hurting people. They're the fucking salt of the earth. They're kind. They don't judge. They accept everybody, and you can't accept everybody because you can't accept yourself. And so that's the whole thing with Christianity. That's the whole thing with religion. That's the whole thing with extremism. That's the whole thing with picking a right or a left. When the answer is get right with yourself, and then nothing else fucking matters. As long as no one's hurting innocent people. Because if you was to really look at yourself, again, like, I came from religion, and so I was a bigot. I had hate in my heart when I was in religion, because religion is hate. Religion itself is fucking hate. It's not love. especially in the totality of expression, because you're saying everybody else is wrong when the Indians didn't need a Jesus. It didn't need rules from outside of them to understand and to live with the beasts of the land and to appreciate them and to follow the buffalo and to only take what they needed. You know, a buffalo a week to feed their village. And they would move with them and they would appreciate them. And when they killed them, they would give thanks for them and honor what the animal was doing for them, keeping them alive and not over-consuming. And you got Wild Bill Cody who comes through here, and Wild Bill Cody, and got paid some money. I was like, look, I like money, you know what I'm saying? All I gotta do is kill these beasts. I'm a man. I got guns. I can kill any fucking beast. Nothing can stop me, because now I got the power of the gods, which is guns are the power of the gods. It's magic. It's a